It is 6 months to go until Christmas, and even though some people might say 6 months is ages away, it actually isn't. It's gonna fly by, and before you know it, you'll be right in the midst of the Christmas festive period, and you'll be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, a little bit stressed, worrying about money and getting yourself in a little bit of a state over it. Now, for someone who's done that for several years, I have now honed it in where I can be very, very organised. Now, last Christmas I was moving house and it was a very stressful time for me, and we didn't have the best Christmas because of it. And this year, yes, we've moved again, but we're much happier in this place now, and we have decided that we are going to have the best Christmas we can, and the way we can do that is to get organised. So 6 months ago, I'm going to help you get organised. You can have a stress-free and enjoy the Christmas and make memories with the people that you love. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel I talk everything frugal, living, budgeting, mum life. And right now I'm coming into my biggest season of all, the Christmas season. If you've watched my 2025 playlist, I'll link it in the description box below. I hopefully give some really good tips and tricks and advice and different things that you can do to help you get organised. So go and have a look at that playlist next once you finish watching this video. But today's video, I want to give you 10 different things that you can do to get organised for a stress-free Christmas. So number one, as always, in every video, this will be my number one, and that is to check or create your budget if you haven't done so already. So you can do a budget for your overall Christmas. Just set one big amount and that's got to do everything. Or you can set a budget for each category to do with Christmas. Now, the main ones include gifts, food, decorations, party outfits, activities and events. But if there's anything else in there that you can think of, then add that in as well. And you can put a budget of how much you're willing to spend on Christmas food, on gifts for everybody, on your decorations, so you roughly know how much you have and how much you need to save, and that will help you avoid any debt as well. So if you haven't done so already, make sure that you have either checked your budget to make sure you're still in budget. Maybe you have to up it a little bit, maybe you have to lower it a little bit because life can happen. Or if you haven't even started, start creating your budget as soon as you can, and then that way you can actually make sure that you stay on track this Christmas. Which leads me nicely into the second thing you've got to do at Christmas, and that is to start a savings fund. Now, a few days ago, I actually uploaded a video which talked about different Christmas saving challenges that you can do to save a little bit of money before Christmas. Now, with only 6 months to go, unless you can put a vast amount away between now and Christmas, you may not get your entire budget that you want for the Christmas period. You may not be able to save for it. However, even if you only save £100 to £200 between now and Christmas, that is going to go a long way. That can help with your Christmas big food shop. It can help with a couple of presents. It could help with an activity or an event, or it could even help with the after Christmas Boxing Day sales to get you ready for next year. So even if you can't afford to put a lot away, even if you can't save £500 to £1,000, which is my goal that I'm trying to get this year, as you can only save £100 to £200, it's still going to help massively. So start saving, no matter how much it is, save anything you can, and that will help you in the long run. So again, go and check out my previous video, which I talk all about Christmas saving challenges. And also you can do this with cash envelopes. You can open a pot on your online banking to put your money in there. There's many different ways that you could do it to save that little bit of extra money and to stop you from going into too much or any debt, preferably no debt at all. Moving on to number 3, and this is to create your gift list. Now, this isn't your personal gift list, the things that you want, it's actually your gift list that you want to do for other people. So in my gift list, which I'm actually doing this week, my first thing is, who am I actually buying for? So who in my life do I need to buy for? So right now I've got the 3 kiddies in my family. I've got my son and my 2 beautiful nieces. I've got my mum, I've got my brother, I've got my son's football coach, I've got a couple of friends I need to buy for. So those are the people that I need to buy for Christmas. So what I do is I write all that down, then I put a budget of how much I'm willing to spend on each person. So my son is obviously going to get the highest budget. It's just him. He's the only child I've got. It's the only child I'm ever going to have. So yes, I do spoil him a little bit more, but I make sure that I put it in the budget. Then I've got my nieces because they're children, so I spoil them. But then right at the bottom will be people like his school teachers and his football club. So they will still get something spent on them, but it won't be a high budget. That way I can look for things that are within that budget, and also I know how much I relatively got to save for my Christmas budget all round. So next to that, I've got the people I'm buying for, I've got an estimated budget. I then brainstorm ideas for each person of what I actually am thinking of buying them, what I think they would like to have. So just give me some ideas of what I can do, and then when I actually go shopping, which we'll go through next, I can actually look for things in the sale. I can look for things online. Like at the moment, there's going to be Prime Day coming up, so I can look, see if there's anything there that would be useful for anybody on my Christmas gift list. So if you haven't done that, then make sure that you are writing that gift list out to people you need to buy for, how much you're going to spend on them roughly, and then a list of ideas that you could get them. This actually avoids your impulse buying. It avoids you forgetting anyone, just in case you've forgotten to put someone on your list. You've still got 6 months to remember somebody if you've forgotten to put anybody on your list. Also, it helps you look for any bargain deals that you may see as you're just going through your general shop. You can see something, you think, oh, that's on sale, I'll get that now, and stash it away. So create your budget, start a savings fund, and write your Christmas gift list. So moving on to number 4, we are going into shop the sales. So now is the time to start bargain buying and bargain hunting. So first thing is, as I'm uploading this video, actually on the 6 months till Christmas, I think there's a couple of days left of Amazon Prime Day. So Amazon do Prime Day a couple of times a year. So if you're looking at buying something a little bit more expensive, Amazon Prime Day may do it at a discounted price. So have a look and see if there's anything on there. Don't impulse buy, but there's something specific that you're looking for. And also, we are in the middle of summer, but the sales are going to start really, really soon. So you can look at anything in the summer sales that you might be able to buy for somebody on your gift list. Also, one thing I'm going to be doing this year is looking in the summer sales for any stocking fillers. So last year I actually did a Christmas food box, went down very well. A lot of people like the Christmas food box. I will be doing it again this year, but I'm also doing a stocking filler box because I struggle with doing a stocking for my son because I don't really know what to put in it, and it's usually full of food or junk, and I don't want to do that again this year. So what I'm going to do is going to get a little box and I'm going to start filling it up with things when I'm out shopping and I see something on sale that I think would go really well in the stocking. I'm already going to start buying for that now. So if there's anything in the summer sales, even like summer toys and those little pads that you throw the ball and it sticks to it, I used to play it all the time when I was a kid and I used to love them. Even if they're on sale, put them away for the stocking. You can play it in the garden still, play it in the house if they're careful. We've got a nice long hallway with nothing that can break, so we could play it in there. But just look for anything that you could buy in the summer sales for an actual Christmas gift or for a stocking filler. You can also go to charity shops, Facebook Marketplace, Vinted and Car Boots to have a look there to see if there's anything that you can find there. Especially in charity shops, they do some items which are still in the packaging that people have been given for a birthday or given as a gift, but it's not for them, so they give it to charity, and then you could actually give that as a gift to someone as well. Also, there's going to be the back to school stuff coming out soon as well, but when they are back to school, they usually do a back to school sale. So if you've got somebody that loves stationery, loves drawing, loves writing, then you can have a look at those sales and see if you could buy some writing sets for them or even just some stocking fillers. And also make sure that you are using any discount codes and have a search online. There's lots of discount codes that you can get online as well. Voucher codes, I think, is one of them as well. I use that one quite a lot to try and find some discounts. And if you are doing some online shopping, always go to their clearance items just to see if there's anything there really, really cheap that you could put in a stocking filler or buy as a gift. So make sure that you're doing all of that. Start looking now to put it away ready for Christmas. Now, a lot of people already do this straight after Christmas, and if you're one of those people, fab. I never do, because I never know who's going to be staying in my life for the rest of the year, and if I buy anything for my son in the January, by the summer he's completely out of that and into something new. So I've just give up and I wait until the last part of the year and I buy him stuff that he's actually into, because once I spent a load of money on stuff that he absolutely loved, and then by the time Christmas come around, he didn't like it anymore and it was a waste of my money. So I always wait a little bit longer now, but that's just personally what I do. Let me know in the comments what you do. And number 5, I briefly touched upon this for the sales and buying things from charity shops and car boots, but now is also a really good time for you to do a declutter of your own, especially if you've got kids. There are going to be lots of things coming in at the Christmas period, so rather than your house be overloaded with more stuff, start having a declutter and a sort out now. You can donate it, throw it away, or you can actually sell it and put it towards your Christmas fund, because then you don't want to have your house overcrowded with a lot of stuff. It's not good for our homes and it's not good for our minds either. A cluttered house is a cluttered mind. So have a bit of a declutter and sell items on Facebook Marketplace, on Vinted, or even go and do a big car boot and get some extra money for Christmas. But now is a great time not just to make money, but also to clear out your house so when new stuff comes in for Christmas, you're not overcrowded. Number 6, plan your Christmas food now. It's never too early to plan your Christmas food. So what I mean by this, if you are hosting Christmas this year, or if you're just doing your immediate family for Christmas, what are you having? Are you having a vegan Christmas, a vegetarian Christmas? Are you having turkey, chicken, beef? What are you having? What do you want for a starter if you have starter, or dessert? Or what treats do you want to have in the house? Are you hosting an event, a get together? Maybe not actually on Christmas Day, but maybe you're having family or friends round. Start making a bit of a meal plan, a Christmas meal plan. Not only that, but if you want to do something new, now is the perfect time to have a practice run. But we'll go into that next month because practice runs are very important. So make sure that you are planning your meal plan, planning your food now. Pick things up now. A lot of things have a best before date of 2027, some even 2028. So if you know that you are having something specific for Christmas, then make sure that you are buying it now and storing it away. Now what I do, we don't actually have turkey. My son or myself don't really like turkey. We prefer to have gammon. So nearer Christmas, what I would do is I will start looking in the clearance items, and if there is a gammon on the yellow sticker, I will buy it and I will put it in the freezer. And therefore it's a cheaper way of me getting my meat for Christmas without actually spending the full price on things and keeping it early. I don't do it now, it's too early to do it now. I do it from October onwards. If I haven't got it by November, I just go and buy it. So have a look at a Christmas meal plan. If you're hosting, then have a look at what other people would like. If you've got any vegans or vegetarians, if you've got to buy anything specific for them. And then that way you can actually start buying things now, put it in a box, store it away somewhere, and then you've already got it ready for Christmas. And when it comes to the Christmas period in your big food shop, it's not going to cost you as much. Also, if you drink alcohol, then sometimes some supermarkets do some great deals on alcohol. So make sure you're keeping an eye out on that so you can buy the drinks now at a cheaper price and put them away. Just try not to drink it before now Christmas. It's a Christmas drink, not a now drink, okay? Just try and do that if you can. Also, make sure that you have some freezer space. So now is a great time to use up all the food in your freezer and have one drawer which is specific for Christmas. So if you buy a certain ice cream at Christmas and it's on sale or it's cheaper, buy it and put it in the freezer. Like I said earlier, if there's some meat that you particularly have nearer Christmas and it's on a clearance item, pull it away in the freezer, ready for Christmas. It's going to save you money, but you need the freezer space. So if you start using up all the food in your freezer now, not only will it save you money on your groceries every single week, but it will save you money at Christmas too. Number 7 is to start planning your activities. Yes, you need to plan your activities now. I had many people comment on my other YouTube videos saying that they tried to book events or tried to book this pantomime or some kind of activity and it's already sold out, and it's only June and it's already sold out. So if there's something specific that you really want to do, now might be the time that you might have to start booking things already. If you don't know what you want to do, have a chat with people in your life that you may be going to do events with. Like we're doing a family panto this year, so my brother and his daughters, my mum and myself and my son, we're all going to go to panto this year together. And I know I need to book that in the next few weeks because it's already selling out. So try and plan your Christmas activities now. If you are going out for a friend's dinner, because some friends get together before Christmas or a work thing, you might want to start looking at booking a table as well, because people are taking bookings for Christmas right now because things get booked up very, very quickly. And if you don't want to miss out, now's the time to do it, especially if you want to go and see the big man himself. Number 8 is to start thinking about homemade gifts. Now, if you want to make gifts for people, now's the time to start sourcing out your equipment, start sourcing out the things that you need for it. It's time to start brainstorming what you're actually going to do. So you could make some handmade soap, some candles. You could do a food box for someone as well, so you can start buying that food now. I've mentioned this a few times on my videos before, but once I did an afternoon tea box for everyone in my family, and I even had some left over to give some to 2 elderly neighbours of mine as well. So in that was scones, it was homemade sausage rolls, homemade cheese puffs, it was homemade biscuits. I was up at 5 a.m. in the morning. I worked all morning on it, and then I took some round to my dad and his wife when I spoke to them. Unfortunately, I don't speak to them anymore. And I also gave one to my mum, I gave one to my auntie, and I also gave two to the neighbours as well. And we still had some left over for my son and I to enjoy too. And it was absolutely brilliant. It was well received. People loved it. And I even said, you can put it in a freezer. I only made it this morning, so you can put it in a freezer if you want to. And they absolutely loved it. So maybe you could make some homemade mince pies, you could make a cake, whatever it is, but you could make some kind of confectionery item. You could make your soap, you could make some candles, or whatever else you could think. If you're someone that makes your own Christmas cards, now's the time to get started. Start looking in the shops for your craft items and see if you can get anything on sale. And it's a nice thing to do in the evening when you're just watching TV, is to make your own homemade cards. Personally, I don't have the patience for it. It would be flying across the room because I don't have enough patience for that kind of thing. But it's a really nice thing if you are a crafty person to start making things now. Number 9 is to make a Christmas countdown plan. So you could put in this plan every single month and what your target is to do every single month. So say June, it's obviously towards the end of June now, but it could be like, I'm going to create my budget and I'm going to start a Christmas savings fund. And then July, what are your targets? August, what are your targets? You can add to those targets every single month if you want to. When you think of something else that you need to do, you can add to those targets. But making a plan, a kind of countdown plan of what you're planning to do every single month will help you have a stress-free Christmas, keep within your budget, stop you going in debt, and it gives you more of a plan. Now, if you're someone like me, I love a plan. I love to know where I have to start, because sometimes I can become so overwhelmed with things, I don't know where the first step is, and then I don't end up doing anything. It's the ADHD and autism brain, unfortunately, but it's part of something that I live with. I get so overwhelmed with things. I kind of paralyze myself a little bit and I don't know what to do and I end up doing nothing. So making a plan of what you're going to be doing every single month, even if there's only 2 things on that list to start with, it just gives you a stepping stone to get started with Christmas. And my final one, at number 10, is to buy a Christmas planner. Now, if you wait just a few more weeks, my own Christmas planner is coming out this year. I've been wanting to do them for the last few years and life has always kind of got in the way, but I've been working really hard on my Christmas planner for you. And hopefully by the end of July, it will be ready so you can buy a Christmas planner and everything that I talk about is going to be in that planner for you. But if you don't want to buy mine and you want to get one really fast, you want one now, then there's plenty online that you can actually go and get now and you can start Christmas planning. I like a planner. I like to know exactly what I'm doing. I like to write down my budget. I like to write down my Christmas gift list. I like to write down my food menu plan so I know what I'm buying. Everything will be in my planner. If you don't want to buy mine, it's absolutely fine, but maybe write it down in a notebook somewhere or just print off your own planner online. You can get lots online, and having a planner will keep you on track, keep you on target of what you're actually spending. If you're like me, I love to tick things off. I like to mark things that they're done and it gives me a bit of a dopamine rush, and I love to do that kind of thing. So if you're like me, a planner is a great idea to have. So that are my 10 tips for you to do 6 months before Christmas. And then obviously I'm going to do a 5-month one. And as soon as we hit that 4-month one, I'm going to be all systems go onto the Christmas period, showing you round the shops, giving you more tips, more tricks, and everything else that you could do to help you have a stress-free, budget-friendly Christmas this year. Let me know what you think. Is there anything that you've forgotten that you should be doing 6 months before Christmas? If you think of anything, let us know in the comments, not just to help me, but to help everybody else as well. And as well, over the next few weeks, I'm going to be adding a lot more into my Facebook group. So if you are on Facebook, Solo Mum to One is my Facebook group. I'll link it in the description box below. feel free to go and join that group as well. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sticking with me and listening to me ramble. If you did like the video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to share it with a friend so they can enjoy this video and they can get some ideas as well. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.